Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. Let's talk about DraftKings because someone did want me to talk about it. DraftKings, Shopify, and there was another stock people wanted me to talk about. Usually Tesla, but I don't. I'll talk about Tesla. You know what? Fine, I'll talk about Tesla. I'll make a video on Tesla today. But I had a nice little break. Gave my eyes a good, 3 days off from staring at screens all day. My eyes feel fantastic right now. I'm like, whoa, my eyes don't hurt after like an hour. Like no eye strain. Whoa, I can stare at screens for longer than 3 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels great. But this, how I pick stocks, DraftKings bear market buy. I gave it a bear market buy. What does that mean? Bear market buy just means, I made this video 8 months ago. I said, hey, DraftKings, it's all about the money. It's all about betting, right? It's all about gambling. And we know that gambling, just look at Las Vegas, gambling pays. Gambling pays. Sex pays. Health and fitness, huge industry. So I looked at DKNG back then in the bear market and I was like, this is a steal. This is a steal, my friends. Even 8 months ago, it was a steal. I'm like, it's trending to the upside. It bottomed out at around $10. I'm like, this is a buy, guys. So if you have been following me for a long time, you should be making hand over fist money. Like, there's so many opportunities that I give you, especially if you're playing the safer ones. Like, I think we can all agree, like DKNG, like I think it's worth 100 and more. Betting is not going to go anywhere. So when people love betting, people love it just as much as they love sex and food. So I mean, Domino's Pizza has a $400 share price or something ridiculous like that, just to give you an idea. So I would go as far as to say DKNG here, it's worth a lot more than where it's at. I think we'll see 75 and then 100 in the future. It's going to take time. It's been years, right, since the bear market of 2022. It went from 10 to 50. That's a nice little 5x, right? And all you had to do was sit on it. Think about that for a second. You just bought it and sat on it, and then it went up. And I don't want you guys to think like I'm full of it. I just showed you, like, I made 2 videos on DKNG saying like, hey, this is a buy. Now, with regards to right now, I would say this is a buy anytime it comes down to that purple line. So I'm going to give you the strategy. So it's very simple. Most of you aren't going to have the patience and discipline to execute on my strategies anyways. So I'm just going to give it to you for free because I know people don't have the patience and discipline. They don't want to wait 2 years to make 500%. They want that tomorrow. So let me show you the strat. Very easy and simple, right? It's trending to the upside. It's in a bull run now, compared to back when it was in a bear market, dropped to 10. In a bull run, you can see it likes to climb higher and higher. Then it pulls back, not pumps, pulls back to that 200 WMA. And then you buy there, it pumps back to the 200 WMA and rinse and repeat. If it goes under it, you're actually getting a discount. The further away it is from that purple line and underneath it, the bigger the discount you're getting. The farther away it is and to the upside, way above this purple line, you're buying it at a huge premium. That's how I want you to think about it. So right now, is it a buy? No, I would wait for it to come down nice and cheap. As I just showed you, it always comes back down. You got to give it time. It takes a lot of selling pressure to push it down. And when it does come down to that 200, you don't get scared. You go, hell yeah, give it to me nice and cheap. What do you think we did with NVIDIA? I've been telling everyone in the Discord, I've been alerting and telling everyone, hey, it's very rare that NVIDIA drops under that purple line. It touched it here, 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 and here. It was close to it, and we bought in and we flipped it. We just kept flipping it. This is an opportunity. It's rare that NVIDIA goes under. And it's had, 10 green days in a row? So we're just making hand over fist money using such a simple strategy. But keep in mind, I'm trading the daily, and it requires a lot of patience and discipline to make money because most people want to make, a lot of money tomorrow, not, wait 10 days for the signal to buy in and then ride it back up. Does that make sense? So it's the same strategy. Now, this strategy works very well in a bull market, of course. In a bear market, it falls apart. So you take the loss in a bear market, or you hold it and you accumulate it in a bear market. Because I just showed you, DKNG in a bear market, it dropped so cheap, and people thought it was the end of the world. And guess what? It was nothing more than an opportunity for the smart ones to buy nice and cheap. And then when it came back above that 200, it just went on a huge tear, guys. So I would say, because we're breaking out to new highs, keep an eye on this one for more upside to 60 than 75. Betting's going nowhere. It's going nowhere, man. It ain't. And here's the best part. Ready? more and more people are being born every year, so there's just going to be more and more potential gamblers. Let me put it that way, right? Does that make sense? Like funeral homes, I'm sure they make hand over fist money because people are always dying, but there's always people being born, right? So there's always a fresh batch of suckers that are going to get into gambling, right? Because they want to get rich quick or whatever, or they want to bet on their favorite sports team, whatever the case may be. There's always going to be a new fresh batch of suckers, to put it that way. So doesn't that mean we're always going to have the share price moving higher over the long term? That's what I would assume. Let me look at the monthly. Ooh, the monthly tells a different story. Looks like, yeah, the bear market really dropped it. You can see it hit a high of 72. Bear market dropped it to 10. Everyone thought it was the end of the world. Now it's on its way back up. If it can break 75, it's going to 100. I'm telling you right now. Because I just saw this with Palantir stock. As soon as I saw Palantir break 75, I'm like, that's going to go to 100. Because people love those big round numbers, 25, 50, 75, 100. So keep an eye on DKNG. Don't sleep on this one, not only long term, but also for some flips as well, as I just showed you with the 200 WMA strategy. And you can also use this alternate strategy, which is the crossover strategy on the MACD. The MACD crosses over, you buy in, and you just ride it up. And you can rinse and repeat that over and over again. Over and over again. It works very well, again, because we're in a bull market and things continue to go higher, so it's hard to lose, right? Keep that in mind. It's hard to lose if things keep going up higher and higher over the long term. For example, Nvidia, you look at that yearly chart, what do you see? This is the yearly chart. What do you see? It just keeps going up. It's hard to lose, right? If it just keeps going up. Very difficult to lose, actually. Because you know, even if you're wrong, it always comes back up for you. Anyways, you have to really have a lot of conviction when it comes to DraftKings. You really have to believe in the vision so that when it dumps real cheap, you don't get scared. You go, oh yeah, hell yeah, I know people love sex and gambling, so I'm gonna buy more as it gets cheaper. You gotta have that conviction though. All right, guys. So I called this one back then, and some of you I know made 100% plus on this one. I would say just follow the strategies and just continue to make money off of it. We'd have to wait for a bear market for it to get nice and cheap so we can, buy it real cheap under 20 or 30 and just accumulate the hell out of it for the next pump. This is just how it is. The market goes up and down, right? It goes up in cycles, up and down, up and down. You want to buy in the down part. And it takes a lot of selling pressure, as you can see, for it to get pushed down back to that 200. So be patient, be disciplined. Hopefully you guys like the new emojis that I paid an artist to get these new emojis, and yeah, they came out great. She or he is a very great artist. I was like, whoa, was not expecting much from a Fiverr artist, but yeah, you should check her out, or him. I don't know, but Akaneko. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.